It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. And tonight, we get to watch Miles Bridges, one of the more explosive young players in the league. Shaq, what do you like about him?
Ferocious, dunks everything he can, high energy, never takes a playoff.
Yep. His shooting has improved every year as well, Ernie. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's come miles with that.
He needs to keep refining his skill set, but I like him. I got it. He needs to come miles.
He's going miles with that.
I got it. I caught that.
Bridging his game from the collegiate ranks to the NBA. Miles Bridges. Can have a lot of fun with his name. Here's Kevin Harlan.
And now introducing the Boston Celtics. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 7, Jaylen Brown. Starting at center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 42, Al Horford. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 0, Jason Tatum. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 20, Gordon Hayward. At the other guard position, at 6'3", number 11, Kyrie Irving. Your head coach is Brad Stevens. Let's hear it for your Boston Celtics.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last game for the Hornets, the loss to the Pistons.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yeah, I'm with you. Disgraceful performance and an issue that might be tricky to fix.
You know, Chris, parity, always a question, in this league and how you try to get teams to advance. But over a long season, it seems like any team can surprise you on any given night.
Yeah. Almost every team has the talent that can beat you, especially in a one game. You must respect your opponent. Sometimes it can come down to scheme, coaching. Sometimes it can come down to just one bad shot. You can never underestimate motivation as a factor. And that's where the good teams separate themselves. Who can continue to have that same focus every night? And in the words of Coach Popovich, that appropriate fear of your opponent.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. Batum outside at the 3 with Kaminsky at the 4. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center filling out the middle. Good.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
The Celtics on offense. Horford the pass to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Irving against Walker. The pass to Monk. Over Tatum. No good off the front iron.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip and it throws the shot off.
Hands the 12-footer. Tatum's got his second basket.
An elite mid-range shooter. That's what he is. Even back in high school, Tatum will always have this in his arsenal.
And Walker kicks to Monk. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Brown, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And the determination of Brown is phenomenal. No one is going to stop these shots from going down. Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
One shot, gentlemen.
On the free throw, no good. And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
Oh, come on, he had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries, but most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he entered the league, but he's already turned that into a strength.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And that one misses.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard it. Kid just plays with an edge.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here's Walker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Brown feeling it out a bit. Irving dishes to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside.
And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Now, here's Bridges. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. From deep, Walker. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
When his three-point shooting improved a few years ago, Walker's career, that's when his game went to a whole new level.
Hayward finds Irving. The Celtics working the ball around now. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that one got away from them, because for long stretches they were the better team.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
That's all you want, is a good shot to get yourself in the rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
Here's Hernan Gomez after Gordon Hayward's bucket. And Batum kicks to Walker. Over Irving. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
In the corner, it's Hayward. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Hornets trail by 3. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Batum passes to Walker.
Look, I appreciate the effort from Irving. You like seeing him get a hand up in time to contest shots.
Kicks it to Brown. Five on the clock. From about 16, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Walker with it. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
The form Walker has on his jump shot is just poetry in motion.
Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. Brown outside. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Walker against Irving. Pass to Bridges. Here's Batum. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Another shot. Here's Hernan Gomez. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
Now, here's Horford. He had 25 points in the win against Milwaukee. Inside, Hayward nails the baby hook.
Oh, man. How about that vision from Horford? I mean, it's all about hitting the open man. High efficiency offense right there.
Hayward against Batum. To the right side. Kaminsky kicks to Walker. Poked loose and taken away by Brown. And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got 9 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And with the Celtics movement on offense last year, Chris, it was a surprise that they finished in the bottom 10 in field goal shooting.
Well, they lost a couple premier shot makers along the way. And, you know, there's movement with the purpose. Sometimes that's where the Celtics, they were lacking.
Now Brown, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Brown drives in. That's good from Horford on the assist by Brown. And now it's an 8-point Boston lead.
Excellent job by Horford to shoot that as soon as he caught it. Just outstanding at giving the D no time to react.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And the dunk is always the king of the highlight reel. We know it comes easy if you're 6'10" or bigger. But, Chris, there are little guys who can get up there and slam it down hard, too.
Well, I tell you what, Westbrook absolutely scares me when he dunks the ball because Westbrook thinks he's 7 foot tall and tries to dunk like it every time. So I love watching him attack the rim. How about Dennis Smith Jr.? His miss in the dunk contest last year was one of the most exciting dunks I've seen in a long time.
It was.
Eric Bledsoe, Terry Rozier. I mean, these guys, they attack the rim fearlessly, and they're going to posterize you if you're a big fella and sleeping on their hops.
Smart goes in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now let's find out what head coach Brad Stevens had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, it's all about pace tonight. He said, quite frankly, I don't think they have the speed to keep up with us. So the more we run, the better off we'll be. Power against speed tonight, Kevin. We'll see who wins. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And for the Hornets, after last year's debacle, it's a whole new world. I mean, think about a new GM, new head coach, and a fresh outlook.
Morris will be at the line shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And talking about the Hornets, they really expected to make the playoffs last season, but Chris, I think they were shocked that it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, they felt good about their free agent signings. I mean, they felt good about the draft, but coming together as one complete unit, that's easier said than done.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Jaylen Brown. And he sinks the second.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Here's Graham, covered by Morris. Nobody near Parker. Connects from three-point range. Parker's got 5 points so far. To the left wing. Baines passes to Rozier. Morris outside. Graham with the rebound. Hornets trail by 6. High arcing shot, and it's blocked. Here's Smart, and slam dunk by Smart.
Puts his head down low, drives hard to the cup, and there's no way Smart was going to settle for the layup.
Graham kicks to Hernangomez. Knocked away. Rozier with the steal. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now a 10-point Boston lead.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Puts it up from 12, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Here's Baines. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here's Morris for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Parker finds Hernangomez. Here's Bacon. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Boston leading by 9. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Rozier. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Parker. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Parker against Rozier. It's Parker with the drive. That shot off. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Oh, boy, that was the kind of effort coaches love to see. So active, such energy at the defensive end. Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Baines with the block. Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by Parker, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Now Smart. 9-point game his last outing. Morris outside. Shot clock at 5. Rozier for 3. That one no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
We've got Aaron Baines. Smart is out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Tice in at the four-man position. That's the Boston Five.
And what a career it's been for Tony Parker. 4 titles to his name, a Finals MVP, 6-time All-Star. I mean, the accolades go on and on for what is truly one of the most impressive resumes you'll see in the NBA.
Here's Parker after the basket by Boston. Pass to Bacon. Over Morris. Misses off the right iron.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Now here's Smart. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. There's the pass to Parker. And here is Monk. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit. Got a piece of it. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. They host the 76ers after this game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him. Hands it from downtown. Smart's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Rozier against Parker. Pass to Bacon. Pass to Monk. Over Smart. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Boston leading by 12. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Baines. Wants to get it to Smart and does. He gets it in there. Smart's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Charlotte calls timeout. NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving. But C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better. But as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you call them to play.
I love your honest appraisal. Now Monk, after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Wednesday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. And then on Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Now Monk, after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. High post try.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
The shot by Monk is no good. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, DA, for sure. Thanks.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Hornets have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. C-Web, a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. And the second free throw, good. And the Celtics with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Irving against Walker. No good from Irving. Hornets trail by 13. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Hayward. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, that's just terrific patience from Irving. Outstanding at filling the D inside and literally forcing their hand.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions. And so far, it's paid off handsomely.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the former #1 overall pick, tremendous success early in his career. Irving continues to find ways to improve.
So he gets them both. In games that came down to 1 possession last season, Chris, the Hornets won 1 but lost 5.
Which is better than going winless in those games as they did the season before. But look, you have to have closers on your team, not just clutch players, but guys who can get their own shot against anyone.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Monk. And nothing but hair on that one.
And all the skill used on that crossover, might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Brown, the pass to Irving. Outside Tatum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 7 points for Jason Tatum.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving
doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
The shot by Monk is no good. And here's Boston. They're on a 14-5 run here. Hayward kicks to Irving. There's the three. Hornets with the rebound. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
For Boston, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I mean, Horford does a great job of keeping this team together. A glue guy, high IQ. Teammates love him. Then he's capable of stepping up big when it matters most.
So Horford gets 2. And talking about Horford, some people criticize his production, Chris, but his contributions go well beyond the stat sheet.
You're so right, Kevin. He gets a great read every time down the floor, on both ends of the floor. He can orchestrate the offense, and he can finish in a variety of ways.
Now, here's Batum. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Kaminsky misses. Celtics leading by 18. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up. And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. And Brown drops them both.
Unusual about the Celtics last year. I mean, their young players just kept getting better. I mean, there was no rookie wall, just the opposite. I mean, even through the playoffs, they kept learning and kept improving.
And it's Graham missing. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Graham. He's covered by Brown. Batum against Hayward. The kick out to Walker. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. See, Webb, when you look at the player development, that's both the front office and the head coach working together.
Yeah, Ainge has drafted all the right players. He hired the right coach in Stevens, who has pushed all the right buttons. And, the Stevens-Ainge combination, that's lethal. And his shot, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Now, here is Irving. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Hornets trail by 19. Up top, Walker. He's covered by Irving. Over in the corner, Batum. Dishes to Kaminsky. Hits the front of the rim and out. Boston leading by 19 points. To the paint, Brown. Graham with the rebound. Walker in the corner. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. It's good. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Here's Graham. He's covered by Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now he better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Here's Kaminsky. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 on the shot clock. Batum for 3.
Well, what you get with Brown defensively is strength, explosiveness, and now awareness.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Inside, here's Kaminsky. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Horford.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The Celtics making a switch here. Morris has checked in. The free throw drops for Kaminsky.
Frank Kaminsky, a finesse 7-footer out of Wisconsin. A high skill level, but athletically at a disadvantage most nights.
And that one is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Graham. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Terry Rozier's checked in for Tatum. And that one falls for Graham. C-Web, one area where the Hornets really improved last season. Offensive rebounding.
Oh, yeah, they've been good on the defensive boards for a while. But when they added Dwight Howard, suddenly the second chance opportunities begin to pile up. I mean, I don't know if they can maintain this without Dwight Howard, who's one of the best rebounders of his generation.
And here are the Hornets now, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Kicks it to Parker. To the inside. Bacon's shot is off.
I think a kick out is the better option there. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
Rozier against Parker. Rozier the pass to Irving. Back to Rozier. No good with the triple. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. They trail by 16. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Parker's got 9 points.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Outside Irving. From deep. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
To the inside. Here's Bacon. He's covered by Brown. Bacon's shot is off.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Morris trying to free himself up. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Graham. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Graham's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's the awareness that Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Outside Irving. Out to the wing. Rozier with the ball. And that one released in time, but no good.
And the defense from Parker really helps change the direction of the shot, using his speedy hands there incredibly well.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Celtics lead by 12. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points and 2 assists. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
I look at the lack of free throw attempts as a key indicator. Because the funny thing about getting to the charity stripe, you have to earn it. You have to put your body in harm's way and be physically willing to take the hit. Right now, one team's playing aggressively and the other team isn't. That's the big difference in the score.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Boston leading by 12. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Batum outside at the 3 with Kaminsky at the 4. Then there's Monk. Then there's Hernangomez. And it's...
You know what, Kevin? You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Monk kicks to Hernangomez. Graham with the ball. Brown's there. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Most effective when he gets his feet set. Kaminsky can be lethal on the catch and shoot.
The pass to Horford. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 6.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
Walker's checked in for Charlotte. Irving kicks to Brown. Batum against Hayward. Passes to Irving. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Brown. He's got 13. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tatum. Great D that time from Batum. And talking about Borrego leaving Orlando, and in some ways turned out to be a blessing.
You're right, Kevin. I mean, he spent the next few years in San Antonio as an assistant to Popovich. His second stint as an assistant with the Spurs. The first time around, though, he was part of a two-time championship team. This man has winning in his genes.
Hayward goes in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
I love seeing Hayward get aggressive. I mean, get active and take on the D.
The Celtics have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And he knocks down the first one. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Pass to Brown. He kicks to Horford. Over Hernangomez. Boston again missing.
Turns an easy jump shot into a tough one by going to the fadeaway. I mean, look what happened.
Pass to Walker. Now, here's Monk, covered by Irving. Monk with the ball, Brown on him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, and last year, the Celtics became real, even in defeat to a superior team. I mean, they found a winning formula and accelerated their timeline.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. And with the Celtics' advancement to the Eastern Conference Finals, you know, Chris, it's amazing. They were actually the Game 7 favorites against a LeBron-led squad.
Well, yeah, the Celtics had existed in theory more than in reality. I mean, so young and inexperienced, but not by the end of the season. I mean, what a juggernaut they could become.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside, Smart. Irving kicks to Hayward. Baines dishes to Smart. That shot misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Now, here's Monk, guarded by Smart. There's Walker with the 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, there you see there. This is what Walker's built to do. Score the basketball. He's having a terrific night.
Now Hayward. He's got 8, stolen by Walker. Here we go, one-on-one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Oh, Walker, very crafty, earning these shooting fouls. You talk about making the engine run. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with Walker, the effort's always there. But, Chris, so is the production.
I mean, he has some of the best handles in the game. He's going to generate offense for you. He's a good bet for 20 or more points a game, 5 to 6 assists, and provides tremendous leadership.
Bridges, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And so Walker nails both of them.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears and an active player on both ends.
Here's Irving. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
And here's Walker. He's got 18. Now, here's Monk. The feed now to Bridges. That's tipped.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Irving. Hornets with the rebound.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Walker. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They led the game at one point by 20. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Such a smooth operator. I mean, Irving knows he has the green light to let it fly from deep.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Bridges passes to Batum. In the corner, it's Monk. Back to Batum. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Batum's got 5.
And really, Batum is so adept at draining these shots off the drive, using his speed and athletic frame to easily coast to the rim.
Outside Irving. This one for 3. Another miss by Irving. Hornets trail by 8. Bridges kicks to Walker. To the wing right side. Monk with the ball. He's got 5. But they'll get another chance. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14. Celtics leading by 6. Outside, Smart. And the pass to Irving. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Walker against Irving. Can he keep it going? And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
And now look at Jason Tatum. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Monk, the pass to Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Back to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Irving for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
Part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball. And talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Boston making some changes. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Marcus Morris comes in for Tatum. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Marcus Smart. Irving looking over the floor. The teardrop falls in. Irving's got 29 in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
To the left side wing. Bacon the pass to Hernan Gomez. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Bacon. Bacon's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rozier kicks to Irving. No good on the triple. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Passes it to Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Irving up top. He has 29. Count that bucket. Irving's got 31 points.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Bacon. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Right side, Irving. It's deflected. Here's Bacon. 8 points for him. Parker's shot is off. Pass to Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, that was just a focal point for the Hornets last season, create more space on the offensive end. The result, they shot the ball really well from 3, but their efficiency inside the arc dropped dramatically.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first free throw is good. And looking at the Hornets offense, it's not like they shoot a lot of threes. They were just extremely accurate.
Well, Kevin, that's something they worked on in practice. I mean, taking good shots out on the perimeter. And for the younger guys, the shot just became more consistent. I mean, but ultimately, it couldn't save them in the win-loss column.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Parker kicks to Graham. The pass to Bacon. Morris with the block.
Oh, just fantastic defense from Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Charlotte no good that time either. Celtics leading by 13. Irving finds Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Hayward outside. The dish now to Irving. Irving double team. Shot clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
And so here's Charlotte. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 16-point game. 1:33 left in the third quarter. From 12 feet out, Hernan Gomez passes to Graham. Over Irving. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Hayward's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Horford. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Horford's got 11 points.
Absorbing contact, finishing strong. I mean, Horford is more physical than some people give him credit for.
Graham kicks to Parker. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Rozier the pass to Morris. Back to Rozier. Out to Morris. Lots of room. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Off the inbound. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. That's 10 points for Gordon Hayward. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
20 seconds left in the third. Rozier against Parker. Pass to Hayward. The layup missed. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Boston on top, up by 16. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Rozier and Brown in the backcourt. And it's Hayward in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Parker kicks to Kaminsky. Parker inside. Rozier defending. Clock at 2. Kept alive. Goes back up. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Kid Gilchrist has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. Rozier the pass to Hayward. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Quick decision maker. Hayward wasting no time. Launches it right out of the catch.
Monk with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Monk kicks to Kaminsky. Parker against Morris. Morris with the block, and he's able to get it back. Kaminsky misses. Celtics leading by 17. Three-pointer, Hayward. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Parker, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Rozier kicks to Morris. Hayward looking over the floor. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked.
Now, the length of Kid Gilchrist, that's what allows him to catch up with these shots. A sensational shot blocker from behind.
The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Brown outside. Over Monk. And it's Brown missing. Hornets trail by 15. Here's Bacon. From 15 feet away, keeps it alive.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Out to Morris. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Jumps up, and Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
You got to respect the two-way game of Kid Gilchrist. Terrific at clogging up passing and dribbling lanes with his length.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. Walker comes in for Parker. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. Even though they're ahead, he said, these guys are capable of catching fire. They can score a lot in a little. I don't want to see anybody easing up until the final whistle. Guys.
Just 5 on the clock. Monk, good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Terrific D at one end and some clutch shots at the other. Great stretch for them.
Smart dishes to Tatum. Can't connect from short range. And here's Charlotte. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Pass to Walker. Now, here's Monk, guarded by Smart.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Hornets trail by 11. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Rozier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And see, well, what a force Terry Rozier has become. Finally got that chance to play last year and made the most of it.
Well, look, we all knew he had the athleticism, but what we didn't know is how he'd react to a ton of minutes being played. And obviously, he stepped up. Players respect him. He's a guy you want on your side.
First one falls for him.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
Bridges, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. So he gets them both. Hornets trail by 13. And Walker kicks to Bridges. On the wing, Batum. To the middle, here's Walker. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
So crafty. The 6'1" Walker is skilled at getting the space he needs.
Tatum with it. Kaminsky's there. A nice shot by Tatum. Here's Walker. Dishes it to Monk. This one for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Boston leading by 10. Smart kicks to Tatum. To the inside. And another basket for Boston.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Hornets have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Pass to Kaminsky. Over Horford. And that one goes long.
Not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Rozier kicks to Brown. Smart on the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Batum's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the pass to Walker. At the top of the key, Bridges. Outside, Walker. 5 on the clock. Over Rozier. But they get it back. And Walker kicks to Monk. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. The shot's good. Monk's got 8 here in the quarter.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Rozier, the pass to Tatum. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Well, you love the skill set. Tatum can take you a number of ways inside. Defensively, it is tough to guess right.
Walker against Rozier. Walker's shot is off.
And I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
On the wing, Brown. Defended by Batum. Rozier for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Down by 15. Releases. And he hits the jump shot. Walker's got 28. Celtics have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Brown, the pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Now Brown. 6 to shoot. Over Bridges. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Left side, Walker. To the paint. Now, here's Monk. He's covered closely. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Gordon Hayward comes in for Smart. And Irving subbed in for Rozier. The Hornets also with a sub. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Bridges. Down low, Kaminsky. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Tatum on the wing. Irving kicks to Hayward. And it's Boston with another.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
Hornets trail by 15. Outside, Walker. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy passing.
Celtics leading by 15. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's his 1st foul.
That's his 1st personal foul.
And here is Horford. Back to Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And that's now 17 points for Gordon Hayward. Charlotte calls timeout.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. And it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Walker the pass to Monk. No good with the triple. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
And this is Irving at his best. Aggressive, locked in, looking for a shot.
Here's Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Walker's got 17 points here in the second half.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Pulls from the top of the key. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
Count that one.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
Inside. Horford, no luck. Hornets trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
Yeah, and once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Jason Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Brown. He's perfect from the line this time. Last season, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect in your opinion so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room, that if you're a player and you're hurt or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it, and definitely he managed your body the way that a coach should. But I don't think that this should be something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest day. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent. But I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue, because it was getting out of hand, resting players, especially on national televised games. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight, and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to do, and he's taking me to the game and you don't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a big letdown.
That's sad. First one falls for him. Charlotte making a switch here. Bacon's checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. 1:09 left in the game. Graham kicks to Hernan Gomez. Passes it to Bacon. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Batum against Smart. Shot clock at 5. Shoots a 3. And Bacon pulls it down. So it's the Hornets now. 17-point game. Pass to Graham. Here's Bacon. He's covered by Irving. Shoots from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
Feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates that did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.